What's up, sons? It's Blind Ride with Son of a Tech once again, and today I have a drama alert for you guys. Now, I just actually got off the phone with Hawk Mining Crypto and talked to him about this in particular, gave him some thoughts from my perspective and so on, and I figured I was not going to make a video on it because I kind of just do my own thing and I'm on the lone wolf over here. I'm not a part of any of the mining crews. I don't hang out with any other crypto mining YouTubers. It's not that I have anything against them. I just have a regular life and a day job and things that take up my time, and I'm not really that big into it. But that doesn't mean that I think that they're like doing anything wrong or anything along those lines. I kind of wanted to give you guys the perspective from a cryptocurrency mining YouTuber himself, which is me, one of the oldest ones around, some of the things I'm aware of and what might be going on here. So what we're talking about today is IoT API. Matt, who runs Viper.net, one of the most successful crypto mining pools currently available, basically posted this on Twitter today saying, hobbyist miner, Chump XD, which is Chump Chains, and Hawk Mining Crypto are all pretending that, oh, look, I just hit X amount of subscribers. And he says that's because they bought subscribers to get paid sponsorships to send them free stuff. They aren't growing organically. Now, he posted along with this screenshots from a website known as Social Blade. Now, for those that aren't aware, Social Blade tracks essentially YouTuber progress from the perspective of views and subscriber count, etc. And what he is using as evidence here, so you guys understand what the evidence is that we have a specific week in April where we saw the subscriber count for these particular YouTubers go up significantly. You know, more than what is typical of any current YouTube account or crypto mining YouTuber account in general. So this is kind of why he thinks that, and that could be a reason, right? We've seen this before where YouTubers and Twitch streamers, etc., will purchase viewers, purchase subscribers to make themselves look more successful for a potential audience and thereby growing their audience. This is actually something that's been done for a very long time and is, you know, frankly, ethically gray. Now, do I think that that is what's going on in this particular case? No, and I'm going to show you guys why. First, I'm going to give you guys my response here so you get, this is my initial reaction to it. I said, I do wonder where the new crypto mining audience is. I have not been gaining subs since the bear market. The single day increases are suspicious, but I don't know if you can prove that means they are buying subs. Looking at the counter evidence that Hobbyist Miner posted, which I'll show you guys in a second, I don't know how you would be gaining that many subs with that low of revenue and views. I do know that if you promote companies, those companies will promote your channel. So here's what I think is more plausible. The companies sending them stuff are promoting the channels via advertising seen in Hobbyist Miner view origin numbers, which I'll show you guys here in a second. So they are not intentionally doing it themselves, but advertisers on their channels are doing it, and probably without their knowledge. I don't know who has knowledge of it and who doesn't. To a certain extent, you would think that they would have some knowledge of it. I'll show you why here in a second. That is the most objective takeaway I have at this point, and I could be wrong either way. Now, I chose a completely different path than all of the rest of the crypto mining YouTubers. I started sonofatech.locals.com. I started writing out written article guides on how to mine speculative coins early on, and I charge a membership fee. This is because basically YouTube ad revenue, the general way that you get money from making YouTube content, was decreased significantly over the bear market due to YouTube removing crypto ads. This means all of your beloved cryptocurrency YouTubers had a significant drop in their ad revenue. And we're not talking about like a couple $100 here or there, but thousands upon thousands of dollars once the bear market hit, lost in ad revenue. This has to be made up somewhere, especially if you're a full-time YouTuber. To basically counteract that as well, not only did I start locals and go a different path than getting advertisers, but I also picked up a day job as a systems engineer because I am lucky enough to have that in my background as experience. So it sets me apart as far as like the reason why I don't do these things. That doesn't mean that I'm against taking ads from specific companies or that I think anybody's doing anything wrong for doing it. It is just the position I personally decided to take because I didn't want to be in a compromising position if a company that I was advertising with decided to influence my position on their products. And this is just something I personally wanted to do. I think that you have to realize, if you're watching YouTube, that YouTubers are trying to make an income off of their channel, and the primary way of doing this is advertising. Now, what I'm going to show you guys here is what we saw from Hobbyist Miner, which were the clips from his YouTube channel. And what you can see here is YouTube advertising is the majority of his views. If you're not aware, you can promote videos on YouTube. You don't even have to be the original content creator to do so either. You can go onto YouTube, you can sign up for an ad account, and then you can say, choose this YouTube video and run it as an advertisement, or a portion from that video or a section from that video. You can say, play this first minute and a half, and then people can click to continue watching the video, and they see that on another YouTube video. So nothing's being hidden here from Hobbyist in particular. I want to make that clear. He's showing you guys exactly where that's coming from. It's coming from YouTube advertising. If you look at my statistics, none of my views are coming from YouTube advertising, because I don't put products on the YouTube channel and create ad sponsored products like sponsored ad videos. That's just not what I do, but this is the way they monetize. So I don't know how upset you can get with them over this. That's really going to be up to you. I've talked about this in the past because I think you should be aware of it, because I think you should understand that they are influenced to sell products to you. I think that that is something that the public and the consumer should know, but that doesn't necessarily mean that it is unethical from a certain perspective. Some people have no problem with this, and this is the way they can create content and create more content for you to watch for free. So for somebody to get upset about it, it's like, well, it's there, everybody's aware of it. I'm not sure why you're upset about it. Now, let's talk about this April timeline here real quickly. There are a few other content creators that get thrown into this. Hawk Mining Crypto got thrown into it. Like I said, I had a phone conversation with him. I basically told him, ignore it, stoicism. It'll be okay. There's people will understand once they kind of understand what's going on. Obviously, the big pump up here in this April timeline is kind of under question. Now, what was happening during this April timeline, right? So this is something I think a lot of people should be aware of. There was a specific product that hit the crypto mining market that was getting basically posted everywhere around this time. And it was the Canaan Bitcoin miner, the solo Bitcoin miner for $100. Now, this was promoted by everybody and their dog. In fact, if you guys want me to be completely transparent, I have a free one coming to give away at the June meetup after consensus on June 1st. And that is actually coming from Coastal Crypto. That's not coming from Canaan, and I probably won't do a review or have that on my channel at all, but that is a giveaway that I'm doing, and it is a promotion. So there is this is a product that I'm very aware of that they're pushing very, very hard. Do I think it's a good product and a good investment? No, I don't think buying a $100 Bitcoin miner that is basically playing the lottery is a good investment. Personally, I don't think it's a good idea. I think it's stupid. But, they're trying to sell a product. It doesn't cost you a lot of power, and you're basically playing the lottery every day by running it, and it doesn't take up a lot of power to run it. So that's kind of the selling point behind it. Now, Hobbyist did a video of it, and you can see here that he had about 10,000 views, but he also actually had some shorts that blew up significantly and surrounding this particular miner. And so if you want to know where those views are coming from, it's coming from this miner around this April timeline, right? And this is further compounded by the fact that you can take a look at Boss Coin, who actually had the biggest promotion surrounding it. And even though you can see here, he had a 4,000 viewer day back in November, he had a 2,000 subscriber week at that same time frame of April 11th to April 17th. And you can see here that he also released a video surrounding the $99 Bitcoin miner. And you can see here that it has essentially almost 300,000 views on this single video. He also did a short on it. His short didn't do as well as Hobbyist short did, but it did do 372 likes and so on. So what is happening here? Well, if you are Canaan and you want to promote this product, you can go onto YouTube with your ad account, target a video. Let's say you sent one for free to Voscoin and you sent one for free to Hobbyist Miner, and then you target that video and you say run it as an ad. And well, what would that look like? It would look exactly like this. A majority of your views coming from YouTube advertising, okay? So that is what's going on here at the end of the day. And that is basically how the YouTube game works. It's the exact same game that all the tech tubers are playing, whether it's Paul's Hardware or Linus Tech Tips or whoever it may be. Even pick up some obscure, like, random retro gaming YouTube channel that's selling one of those retro boxes or whatever it may be. You have to understand that this is the way the YouTube game works. Now, are you going to get mad at them over it? It seems a little silly. Should you be aware of it? Yes, you should be fully aware of the fact that they're trying to sell you a product. That is the goal that they have. Some channels monetize in different ways. Most channels monetize in this way. This has been the standard practice since the beginning of monetizing YouTube and affiliate marketing, okay? There's nothing shocking here in my humble opinion as far as that is concerned. Now, I don't do it. I didn't want to have this backlash either. I've never wanted to be as big as BitBoy Crypto or Trayvon James because I feel like you can get in a lot of trouble. I do also think that there is some sketchy areas that you could get into. I do not think that any YouTuber should be taking coin sponsorships. I've talked about this in relation to Voscoin because I think that puts you in the position of potentially going to jail over it because there are investor problems and conflict of interest when you're talking about investing into a cryptocurrency specifically. I think that is a little sketchy of an area. That's where I would probably draw the line and say, no, you really shouldn't do that. But if they decide to do that, then they can take that risk and so on. I don't want to take that risk. That's just not my game. I don't want to be the next BitBoy Crypto or the next Trayvon James. I just don't want to be that. So I went a different route. Now, do I think the hardware side of things is the same? Not necessarily, right? We're talking about selling hardware to people that are wanting to mine. You're getting a physical product for it. You are not investing in what is equivalent to a security. So you're not really in that realm of kind of trading, which I think is where you get into the murky area. And so what Hobbyist is doing here, the whole team is doing here, or the team of, I guess this is the Misfit Mining Crew. I talked to Hawk. I had to ask him what that was. Sorry, guys. I just don't pay attention enough. I got my own thing going on. It's not like I don't watch other crypto mining YouTubers. I just don't. So I apologize. It's not that I have anything against anybody. I just don't find the time right now. And if I am working on crypto, I'm learning how to code and I'm learning how to work in command line, build nodes. I'm trying to find speculative mines and stuff. This isn't my game. I'm not into this. I know I kind of like started the mining hardware review games to a certain extent. I get that, at least on the GPU side, but I don't really do that as much anymore. So, apologies if I'm not really up to date with all of it. This is just what I noticed. So I believe it really comes down to this Canaan miner being promoted by Canaan. And that is where you were seeing a large amount of this additional traffic coming from these users from. Now, I could still be wrong and maybe somebody could correct me, but it seems to be around that same time frame for all these channels. It seems to be around the same content that they were making, and the views are out of control, right? 300,000 views for a single video about a $100 Bitcoin miner is probably too much to say that it was all organic, right? But this is a built-in feature into YouTube. So to get mad at it is also a little ridiculous. Now, I also want to say this. I think that Matt here from Viper has done a fantastic job with Viper.net. It's one of the largest mining pools and the best infrastructure I've ever seen. I think it is extremely well designed. I think that he has good intentions, meaning I think he sees some of the frustration that the consumer side of the mining crowd sees, which is like, why are you shilling me $100 Bitcoin miner that isn't going to make me any money and is basically like playing the lottery? Like, obviously there's going to be the consumer side that gets frustrated with that. And I understand that. And I get that wholeheartedly. I get that too. I think it could have been approached in a little bit better of a way. I do not think they bought the subscribers. Now, there is potential that Canaan could have bought them the subscribers, but we're talking about a shit ton of views, right? So like getting 7,000 subscribers out of 300,000 views is not unthinkable within a week. I think that happens a lot. And so, you know, if you're getting a video pushed that hard and through the YouTube advertising algorithm, it's going to keep bringing your channel up further and further. And for that week, you're going to look really good. I mean, that's pretty standard. So I think that Matt could do better research on like how those YouTube tools function. And then I think on the flip side, you know, there could be more transparency from the YouTuber side as far as like pure statements of like, hey, they sent this to me, that sort of thing. I think most of them do that though. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure almost all of them do. You will also typically see, I think I have blockers on right now, but typically you'll also see like this is sponsored content or something along those lines. It'll get marked. So, you know, you can always look for that marker. I think you can't have all these blockers on that I have right now to see that marker, but, you know, look for that marker as well. Look for the sponsored marker, that sort of thing. Be a smart consumer of not only content, but also of Bitcoin mining products, crypto mining products, etc. And I think that's really the story at the end of the day is be a more informed individual when it comes to how these things work and what people are trying to sell you and why they're trying to sell it to you. There are still obviously going to be miners that they cover that are profitable and worth purchasing. There are plenty of them that they also get sponsored for. So you can't throw the baby out with the bathwater, I suppose, is my point there. But thanks for watching. Be sure to hit that like, comment, subscribe, and notification bell down below. I hope this was approached as objectively and fairly as possible from all sides. I feel like I'm the only one that's gonna, you know, give kudos to both sides at this point because it seems like everybody's pretty heated over this. So I wanted to give you guys my perspective as a cryptocurrency mining influencer. Ooh, is that the naughty word? But I don't care if you call me an influencer or a content creator or whatever. Doesn't really matter. I make content about cryptocurrency mining on the internet, and it's fun. I'll see you next Tuesday.